because I'm going to be sending you a recording of this. So, all right, so let's get started with our first slide here, the learning logistics of online technology requirements. Well, first and foremost, we want to ensure that all of you have a computer and a reliable internet connectivity. It's important for your success. We recommend students to use Google Chrome. It's the most adaptable to or compatible to our both student portal website as well as our learning platform, which is Moodle Room. We also require students to have Microsoft Word, Excel, and PowerPoint, or Microsoft Office Suite. If you don't have that, we got you covered. When you complete the onboarding, we will also be requesting a university email for you. University email comes from Microsoft 365, and you're able to download Microsoft Office. You may also be needing Adobe Acrobat Reader. A lot of our supplemental material, like your syllabus and all those content information, are going to be downloadable via PDF, so you may need that. Webcam and microphone or external headset. For both the master's program and the doctorate program, you will be required to take a proctored exam during the program. If you don't have a webcam or microphone right now, don't worry. It's not within the first 3 or 4 courses. I believe it's the 6th course. So you still have ample time to get those, to be able to take the proctored exam. In addition to that, you actually are the ones that schedule it, so you pick the time and dates for that. Technical support. At any time during the CIU experience, during your program here, email helpdesk@caluniversity.edu, and you're sending a ticket, help desk ticket to them. It creates it for you, so for reference, and also for ensuring that you have you can trace back those IT issues. Because we understand that, you know, with technology, there are things that are out of our control. At times, it's Sunday, we're trying to complete work. That's happened to me, and then something happens, and, you know, we're panicking. Send that technical ticket. It'll give you a confirmation number, and as long as you communicate with us, you know, just the next day on Monday, say, hey, David, look, I was trying to do my homework. I had an issue with it. However, here's the ticket. I have all this from the documentations, and we'll work with you. So don't worry about that. But anytime, use the help desk email here. Let me know if you have any questions on technology requirements.
No, I don't.
Hello?
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I mean,
no, I don't. I have everything required. I'm okay.
Okay,
yes.
Good. Sounds good. All right, so one of the websites that you'll be utilizing is the student portal. This is, we like to call it the administrative headquarters because it's only available to you after we reset your passwords. We don't even have access to this, and you'll be able to retrieve your degree audit, your schedule, your grades. It's very important that you're always checking your grades when the course ends. You'll be surprised how many students don't track their grades. View your account information. That's very important as well. You know, we're online school, so contact information that we have for you is the information that you provide to us. So at any time, if you do move or you change your emails, maybe you forgot your password, you have to create an email address, make sure that you update your account information via the student portal. And again, I'm going to walk you through a tutorial of that if you haven't accessed that yet. You'll also be able to make a payment, eager payments. Oh, like I said, it might update your personal information. And then also at the end of you completing your first course, or even right now, actually, you can request an actual physical student ID card. It's a plastic ID card, you know, with your picture and your program. And you can utilize that, you know, to get your discounts at the movie tickets. International students have told us that they get discounts on even flights. So, I mean, very helpful. And not only that, but show off your accomplishments, show off your university pride with your university ID card. Next website you're going to be utilizing is the Learn Center. This is the website that you will actually be able to use to access your course room. We utilize the Moodle content management system for the learning platform. And in addition to your course room in this website, the Learn Center, you will also be able to access the Student Resource Center. And Student Resource Center has just a lot of great information, a lot of great supporting information for you, like the Writing Center for those of you who need support with writing. You have a math lab that's available to you for those of you who may be interested in seeking some support with accounting or finances course. In the Learn Center, you'll be able to view the LIRN, which is the online library for all of us who will be required to do research, case studies, and you will have to conduct research and retrieve some peer-reviewed articles. And you'll go to the LIRN to access those journal articles. And I'm going to show you where to access that. And then lastly, the VeriCite Plagiarism Scanner is available as well in the Learn Center. VeriCite Plagiarism, just what it's called, it's a plagiarism detector resource, and it basically scans your document for plagiarism. I'm going to walk you through that as well. I'm going to show you why that's important later on in our tutorial. Any questions on Student Portal or Learn Center yet? So those are the only two websites that you will be using. Okay, if there's no questions, we're gonna move forward. Course registration. All right, so there are 8 terms or 8 courses in 1 year, and each term is 6 weeks, right? So on July 2nd, we'll be starting your program, and it's going to be a total of 6 weeks long. You'll start off with week 1 or unit 1. During the first week of the term, you will be able to adjust your schedule by adding or dropping a course. This is very important because as new students, a lot of times maybe you decide, hey, you know what, this program is not for me. Or maybe, you know what, I don't think this is going to work out. It's not a problem. During the first week, send us an email. An email will suffice. Call me, call your enrollment advisor. During the first week as well, you can also make changes to your schedule by switching to another course if it's available, or just making changes to your term. All we need is an email or a call, and we'll make that happen to you. But that's only in the first week of the class. So again, contact your student advisor, myself or Eddie, for any possible changes in your schedule before or during week 1. And all changes must be done during week 1 per university catalog. If you want additional information regarding the registration policies, you can always click on the catalog link here or go to the catalog via the university website. I'm going to be sending you this PowerPoint presentation so you'll be able to utilize all of these hyperlinks. Any questions on registration?
David, Dustin here. The first part of the doctorate program is scripted. Are we not auto-enrolled in those courses, or will we still need to do that manually?
No, so we will actually auto-enroll you.
Okay, understood.
Yeah, we will all be auto-enrolling everyone. So we actually, once you enroll in the program, we register you all, master's level students, we register in the 12 courses. Doctorate program, we register you in the 20 courses.
Okay,
so
great.
You never have to worry about that. Great question, Dustin. All right, and I actually added this because I wanted to show you what that looks like, right? So this is actually the academic calendar, right? So it tells you when the term starts and when the term ends, and I think it's important for us to see this because then you'll be able to better prepare for the term. So I highlighted this term in yellow because this is where we're going to be starting, right? So we're going to be starting actually in halfway through the year. So we're going to be starting on July 2nd here, and then our course is going to end on Sunday, August 12th. And then as you can see here from the progressions of the terms, you're going to move forward with the next course, which is on Monday, August 13th. Then it ends on September 23rd. We move to the next term, starts on Monday, September 24th, ends on Sunday, November 4th. And then lastly, term 8. This program starts on Monday, November 5th, and ends on Sunday, December 6th. as you can see from here, there actually is no breaks between any terms here. There's going to be a term break after term 8, so you get 2 weeks off after term 8. The previous 2 breaks were in the first half of the year, but the last 4 terms there was no breaks in between. But that's the way that the courses are broken down, as you can see here. All right, attendance. So the program is designed to be flexible. However, the university does manage attendance or monitor attendance. On the first day of class, you will all be required to post your biography statement. So that is your first assignment on July 2nd. The biography statement just pretty much tells us, hey, I'm here, I'm present, I'm committed, I'm ready to start the program. In addition to that, the biography statement serves other purposes. You'll be able to start networking with your fellow classmates, other students who are in similar programs. You'll be able to understand the different industries, sectors that your classmates are in, as well as learn about your instructor. So it's a great way for you to start engaging. From my own experience, I know I've witnessed students who create their own group outside the university. You're more than welcome to do that, and they keep each other accountable. So some great benefits of that. This is an informal assignment, so no need to be concerned of how many pages, or if it's an APA formatting, or if it's in first person, third person. Just introduce yourself to your classmates. We're gonna give you some pointers. I'll show you what that looks like, but just make sure that you do this on the first day of class. So as a new student, if you do not participate during the first week, unfortunately, your enrollment here will result in a cancellation. Unit 1 assignments are due for completion Sunday of each week by 11:55 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So as I mentioned to you, the course is broken down into 6 weeks. On July 2nd, which is Monday, you'll be starting your first week. That first week is Unit 1, and all the assignments have to be due by that Sunday, 11:55 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So I know we have students from all around the globe. We have Nina from Africa. We have students from the East Coast. There's some great tools that will show you that it will count down, help you track down the date of your submission. So in your submission upload, it'll tell you that you have 3 days left. And they'll show you 3 days, 4 hours, and specific with minutes. So you'll be able to track on when your assignments are due. Attendance. So students will be withdrawn after 14 consecutive days of non-attendance, especially those students who are receiving federal financial aid, government money. We need to ensure that we're abiding by our policies and remain compliant. So it is important that you always communicate with us. We understand life happens. We're all, humans trying to, balance different things, sacrificing our education, and we have to balance our family, our work, other things. I'm telling you firsthand with my own experience. Just communicate with your advisor. We'll find ways to help you. We'll figure out ways to provide you with resources. We'll work with the instructor, but just let us know, hey, this is what I'm going through. I have a lot of work this week. I'm falling behind. Just communicate with us. We'll figure out a way. It's difficult to understand if you're facing, some adversity, challenges if you don't communicate with us. So just let us know. We understand life happens. And lastly, logging in is not really participating. So we actually need to participate actively, which means actually submitting assignments, submitting your discussion posts. So keep that in mind. If you're submitting your work every week, the attendance is met itself. You don't even have to worry about it. Any questions on attendance? All right. We're going to keep moving forward. So I just want to clarify again, 1 course at a time, 1 week at a time. And with that being said, I wanted to actually show you what that looks like. And it was important for me to show you as a student myself the breakdown of the program and your course expectations and requirements, right? So this is the actual first course for the MBA program. So Kathy, this is for you. Your first class is Marketing 517, and this is a breakdown of your first class. And as you can see here, it breaks down from week to week, unit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 here. And I even included what you're required to do. So for week 1, you'll be submitting your biography statement, participating in the discussion question, number 1. You'll respond to the instructor. You will respond to 2 classmates for a total of 3 posts. You will be participating in a voting activity, which is all you do is you watch a video and you vote. And then you'll be submitting your first assignment, which is your project milestone number 1, and it's a total of 2 pages in APA formatting. And as you can see here, it goes on the same structure, same expectations for every single week. No surprises. Everything that you find under the block of every unit is what you are expected to review. Sounds good, Kathy?
Yes.
Sounds good. All right.
Thank you for showing it to me.
Yeah, absolutely. I hope it's helpful. All right. And this is for the doctorate students. This is the DBA program. Your first course is GRC 600, Doctoral Academic Study and Writing. So similar, very similar structure, both the MBA and the doctorate program. Again, as you can see here, they break down from blocks unit 1 to unit 6. In your first week, you'll have to post your biography statement. You will also be participating in a discussion question. That's how you get participation points, right? So you respond to the instructor. You will respond to 2 classmates for a total of 3 points, and that's how you get your full participation points in the class. You will also be participating in a voting activity. So you watch a video and you submit your vote. And then lastly, for the first week, you'll have your first project milestone project, and that is a total of 5 pages. So you can see that the EBA program requires a little bit more work. Nevertheless, I can firsthand tell you that it's very doable. 5 pages is 5 pages of content. Keep in mind that all of your submissions have to be in APA formatting. So that's actually 2.5 pages single space, 5 pages of double space because it's in APA formatting. And that's the way that the DBA program is broken down. Any questions on the structure of the DBA program?
David, the courses for, how many of the courses mirror this setup out of the 20 courses in the program?
Really good question. So they all will mirror in the structure that they will all have a discussion question, that is for certain. They will also have a voting activity. Where it changes is in the assignments, because it varies. Your second class actually won't even have writing assignments. It will have a 10-question quiz, and you have to submit a recording or a video presentation, YouTube video. So it varies from course to course. Some courses will even have you working on a workbook throughout the entire 6 weeks, and then you retrieve it in unit 1, you're filling it in while you go through your weeks, and then you submit during unit 6. So it varies, but the discussion questions, your post and your voting activities will remain the same for every single course. Also, where it completely changes is when you start your 16th course or when you start your dissertation. You know, that's a whole different story. You're going to go through an additional training orientation, and that will have a completely different setup, different breakdown, and completely different structure. Hopefully that answers the question.
For sure.
Okay, great. All right, APA. This is important for graduate students because, you know, a lot of students submit really good work, really good content, and then they lose points because part of the rubric grading is that you have to submit your documents in APA formatting. So APA stands for American Psychological Association, for those of you who are new to this. The APA style is a set of research, let's go back here, research writing documentation standards that are often used in business and social sciences. These standards identify the way in which information is organized, presented, and cited in research reports. The goal of the standardizing research is to facilitate the clear communication of ideas and information and simplify tasks of publishers, editors, authors, and readers. Now, if you are new to APA, don't worry, we got you covered again. We actually provide you in every course an APA template Word document that is already formatted for you. All you need to do is go in there and fill it in, and you're all set. Some of the reasons why the students lose points on that is because they don't follow the template, they don't include a reference page, they don't include a cover page, things like that. But as long as you're utilizing the template, you're going to be in good shape. And I'll even show you what that looks like. Any questions on APA formatting? Okay, so we're good with that. All right, textbook. We utilize, our vendor that we use is VitalSource Bookshelf. So all of your textbooks are embedded in your course room. So once you have access to your course room on July 2nd, you'll be able to select VitalSource Bookshelf, and you'll be able to create an account with them. It's a very seamless process. It's a very user-friendly, and you can get inside your book within the first 30 seconds. It's very easy. As a new student, again, you'll be able to create an account. You have to create an account with them. You'll utilize this account for the rest of your program. VitalSource Bookshelf does have an application which can be downloaded via your smartphones, tablets, desktop. And the great thing about the VitalSource Bookshelf is that you have the ability to read your books offline. So I actually download the application in my cell phone. I have an iPhone. I downloaded the VitalSource Bookshelf application on my phone. So that means I have my actual textbook in my cell phone. And the reason why I download it is because if I put on my headphones, some books, depends on the publisher, has the ability to actually have the audio. So it reads to you. So there's some great features with the application. You know, it's up to you and your preference on how you retrieve or intake information. The sound for me helps. I actually also like the actual physical book. So we can provide you the actual textbook information, the ISBN. You would purchase that at your own expense. However, I can tell you that I have, from all the books that I've purchased, most of them have been less than $30. So I've been able to buy them used or from Amazon for less than $30. So that's your information on the VitalSource Bookshelf. Let me know if you have any questions regarding the textbook. Okay, no questions on that. All right, so great. So we're right on time. It's almost 3 o'clock. So we're gonna go ahead and start with our tutorial. We're gonna get into the two websites. So at any time, if you want to access the websites and you forgot how to access them, you can start off by going to the university website, www.caluniversity.edu, student resources, and student portal here. Take you to this page. You're going to log in. Again, this is your student portal, the administrative headquarters. If you already have been completed your enrollment, if you already been through the onboarding with myself and Eddie, you all should have access to both of these websites. A couple things I want to cover on the academics. You know, again, make sure that you always track of your degree audit, your grades. It's imperative that you keep track of your grades, right? Always go in there and track see how you're doing. Payment online, your account information, your payment information, and for those of you who are in the United States and want to retrieve the 1098-T next year, you can definitely be able to retrieve that here. Again, for retrieving or requesting a ID card, you click on forms, official forms, and then you select student ID request. All right, so it's Monday, July 2nd. I'm ready to access my course. How do I log in? Well, we're going to provide you access to your Learn Center directly as well, your login credentials for that. However, you can access the Learn Center via the portal by selecting Go to Learn Center here, select Go to Learn Center. It's going to pop up with this message to disable your pop-up blocker. So keep in mind that you do have to disable your pop-up blockers to be able to access the Learn Center. If not, and you click on the link, nothing happens. All right, so you click on this link, it takes you to the home page here. Actually, I'm gonna log out just so you guys can see what that looks like. So I'm logged in to the Learn Center, and then the first thing that I see is what time is it, a red clock. Again, and we talked about this earlier in the presentation, the official time zone for CIU activities is U.S. Pacific Standard Times. Assignment due dates reflect the Pacific Standard Time, so please plan accordingly to submit your work on time. All right, so this is your Learn Center homepage. On your first day of class, you are able to retrieve your classroom in two ways. You're going to select this hamburger button here, looks like a hamburger, and your first class will appear here. For the doctorate students, it's going to be GRC 600. So I actually have this course open up for you. So I'm actually going to go through the doctorate course. If you are in the MBA program, it's going to have the same structure, the same feel. So it's going to look very, very similar. But I'm going to concentrate on this course just so I can give you an overview. All right. So this is your course room. And before I get into the breakdown of the course and show you what that looks like, I just want to mention a couple things. So CIU is dedicated to provide you with a flexible program, right? So you have access to the course room 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. This program is asynchronous. So what does that mean? It means that there is no specific time or date that you need to log in. Any live lectures or any lectures are all pre-recorded, which are found in the course room. So everything that you need is going to be found in your course. So you log in at your own time, and you can access this at your own time as well, and you work at your own pace during the first week. Okay, so let's get started with the breakdown of the course room here. All right, so this is GRC 600, Doctoral Academic Study and Writing. Announcements, right? So if the course wants to do a little brief on what we talked about today with the new student orientation highlights. The announcement and help forum. This is an open forum for the course room with your instructor. GRC 600 syllabus, textbook, and materials. This is imperative. Syllabus, we can't stress this enough. Syllabus is very important. This will be able to provide you with the important course information to understand the flow and the expectations of class. Please review your syllabus, download it, save it. It will save you a lot of struggles and provide you a lot of clarity. So read the syllabus on the first day of class. Instructor information, you know, be able to save this information as well. Save your instructor's information. You know, they'll provide you with course room policies and how to contact your instructor. They usually provide you with the office hours, email. Some instructors use WhatsApp. Some instructors use Skype. Some instructors use phone. Some instructors use Google Chrome. It depends. But you know, make sure that you're able to access their account and their instructor information and contact them early if you need them. All right, so this is the textbook. As I was mentioning to you, all the textbooks are embedded in your course. So how do I access it? All you need to do is remember this green puzzle piece, select the link. It'll prompt you to VitalSource Bookshelf, the third-party website. It'll ask you for an email, and you're on your way to accessing the textbook. It'll ask you a few more questions, but it's very, very easy. And again, reading books offline is available through mobile and desktop apps. And you're on your way to accessing your textbook. Rubrics for project milestone. Yes.
Is this where we go for our first course and then we're prompted in that very spot to go ahead and enroll in the VitalSource bookshelf?
Yes, correct. Great question.
Okay, got it.
So for your first class, you'll have to enroll in an account. After that, you won't have to do that. Unless you already have a VitalSource bookshelf account because you used it somewhere else and you're utilizing the same email, then it'll say, oh, you have an active account. But otherwise, this is where you go for the very first time to create your account. Great question. All right. Rubrics for project milestone. This is kind of just your rubrics. How are you going to be graded? What to expect? If you want an A, earn an A, what should you include in your paper? APA essay template and example references. So this is the information that I was mentioning to you about regarding APA. APA essay template. I'm going to show you what that looks like in, especially for you graduate students. I always like to share this because it's important. You're going to start utilizing on the first day of class. Oh, this is the actual study guide. So download it at your own time. The study guide, I actually want to show you the, now I logged out of Google Chrome. I actually want to show you guys the APA template. And I accidentally logged out, but I know some shortcuts with my keys here, so let's log back in. After working online, you learn all these cool shortcuts. All right, so let's see here. We're down here. Template. This was what I was trying to retrieve. APA essay template. So, for those of you who are new to APA, and I want to share this because I remember when I was first introduced to this, I was like, oh man, I don't know if I can do this. We actually provide you the template, and it's formatted for you. All you do is fill it in. Smaller downloads. I'm going to keep going down here. Additional resources. Ebook help, so a video on VitalSource bookshelf and Grammarly. If you are not familiar with Grammarly, and this is new to you, you're going to love Grammarly. Grammarly is a plagiarism writing enhancement platform. It assists you with proofreading. It's a plagiarism detector. It assists you with scholarly writing. It just makes you a better writer. It makes you write more comprehensively. It's just an amazing tool. As a student here from CIU with a university email, you'll be able to create a free account with Grammarly. And this is what you'll be able to log in. You're not required. This is an additional resource for students. However, I can definitely tell you that it's made my life as a student, both in the MBA and BBA program, so much easier. So access Grammarly. You'll definitely not regret it. And that's free for you. And this Microsoft Word is still downloading. So we're going to keep moving. All right. So now we get into the meat of the course, right? So like I mentioned to you, the breakdown of the weeks or the units. You can also minimize this menu by clicking on the hamburger button here. All right, so what are we expecting to do on the first week, right? Select Unit 1. And we're going to have to scroll down here. All right, Unit 1. Takes it down, it opens up, right? All right, Unit 1 activities. It tells you what are you going to be learning, so the course learning outcomes. It tells you your reading assignments. For this class, you will be required to read chapters 1, 2, 3. Wish you good luck, and they welcome you to GRC 600. This is your biography statement. This assignment that I mentioned to you. Go back here. Your biography statement is here. You click on this and it'll take you to the form, but basically it's due on Monday at 11:59 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and these are some of the things that you can include in your biography statement. A description of key professional experiences, qualifications and achievements, and just a lot of great information about yourself. All right, first class, lectures, some videos on deductive, inductive, and abductive reasoning. So this videos will help those like myself who are visual. It's just a better way to kind of make sense of the information from the books that you read. Really cool information here. All right, voting activity that I mentioned to you. So this is the voting activity that I presented in the PowerPoint presentation. So you view this video, Usually, all you do is select both be heard, and then you select one of these answers. And that's all you have to do. Discussion question, Unit 1. So again, for every week in the program, and this is very similar to a lot of online programs around the United States, whether it's through Blackboard or through other learning platforms, you are required to participate actively every week. And the way you get participation points is by participating in a forum, right? So the first question or the initial question will be provided by the instructor. And this question can pertain to this unit's videos, textbook, supplemental material, those videos that we saw on abductive reasoning. So any of that, right? And it asks you to give 2 pieces of evidence, right? So from the information that you retrieve or review. What you do is you select the Unit 1 discussion, and then you create a new forum. And I'll show you just so you guys can see that. So discussion question, and you add a new discussion here, and you fill in the text box. And that's pretty much it. Then you go back in there and you respond to 2 classmates, so a total of 3. And then once you do a total of 3, you actually will be receiving a check mark here, and you'll actually will send an email notification telling you that you've completed your first course assignment requirement. Any questions on that? Let me know. All right. And then lastly, in this course for the first unit, and it's very similar to the MBA program, is your writing assignment, your Unit 1 project milestone. So as you can see here, it breaks down the information that you're required to do. It tells you an outline of what you should be covering in your paper, and it even provides a video on how to write an introduction in paper. You're going to be writing your paper in a Microsoft Word, right? In Microsoft Word, you're going to be writing this information, save it, and then you upload to Unit 1 project milestone. All right, and a way to segue into the APA template flow. Let's see here. All right. Basically, look, I'm reading this requirements here, and then I utilize this template. So as you can see here from this template, everything's already in here. All you need to do is input the information. Right? So it has everything in here. It tells you how and when to cite. It tells you headings and even the references and examples. All right, so that's the mini tutorial on the course breakdown. Any questions on the course expectations? Any clarification? How are we feeling?
That's fine.
Okay. All right. So that's how the courses break down. That's how you'll be able to do the information. A couple things I want to show you in the Learn Center here, as I'm going to go back to page here. A couple things that I want to go over is the Student Resource Center, right? This is not part of your course. This is just in the Learn Center, and I want to show you a couple things. News and features. This is a place for you guys to share news and share achievements, not just to your classroom, but to the entire student body. The CIU Student Handbook, so your information policies that pertain to you. CIU Booklet. So for those of you who like to have the physical textbook, this CIU booklet is updated every term with the updated information in case we change any series of the textbook, and you'll be able to access the ISBN number and purchase that at your own expense. VitalSource Bookshelf, a video on how to download VitalSource and be able to utilize the great features. But the one thing that I did want to show you all is the VeriCite Plagiarism Scanner. And that's important. Every time you upload a writing document or an assignment to the Learn Center, to your instructor, all of your documents will be scanned automatically for VeriCite or for plagiarism detection. There is a threshold of 15%, or there's a limit of 15% of plagiarism detected in your assignments. So what does that mean? So when I wrote my paper, right, and I utilize articles and I'm trying to add supporting documentation, and I use articles and I'm writing my documents, I need to make sure that I'm referencing correctly. I need to make sure that if I'm quoting correctly, because everything's going to be scanned. Now, the threshold is 15%. However, how do you make sure that you have less than 15%? Because, you know, you don't want to get in trouble, and we've all been there. We're all students. So this VeriCite plagiarism scanner that's available in the student resources here to show you, the Student Resource Center, this scanner is for you. So this is actually not going to be available for the instructor, or we don't even see it. This is just for you to be able to ensure that you have less than 15%. So what you do is, let's say for your first assignment, you want to make sure that you have less than 15%. You go here, you select the VeriCite plagiarism scanner. You'll be able to upload your document. Or it will look more like this. You upload it here, drag and drop, or you browse files, and you upload your document. So let's say, for example, and it actually has happened to me. So let's say the first time I upload my document, I have 21%, right? Great thing about this, that again, it's not for the instructor, it's for you. And it'll highlight, right? So it gives you a report, and it'll highlight the sections that it found plagiarism detection. And I can tell you firsthand that this scanner is really good. It'll catch everything. All right, so let's say that I have 21% and it highlighted the areas. Well, I can go back to my document on Microsoft Word, right? And I'll go back to the places that I highlighted, and I'll change it, right? I'll rephrase the words. I'll make sure maybe too many quotes, you know, I remove the quotes, and then save it. I upload it again, and the second time I upload it here, now it's only 9%. Well, now you know that you're ready to submit. And this is a great resource for all students. So again, utilize VeriCite plagiarism scanner if you know you need it. I no longer really need it. I'm very particular with my work. I make sure that everything is my own writing, my own words. In your actual assignments, you'll be able to learn some techniques about that. So this is just for you as additional resource. All right, the LIRN, okay, we have 15 minutes left here. The online library. So this is where you'll be able to access your journal articles, peer-reviewed articles, right? So how do I access the vendors or the databases? We have a few vendors here: ProQuest, Gale Cengage, and here. You can access them via the vendor view or subject view. And this is where you access those journal articles. If you would like to receive more training on the LIRN, click on this training tab here and pick on the available dates to attend a live workshop with them. Again, the student resources, if you need help with math, you can access the Math Lab there, and the Writing Center. The Writing Center is important because a lot of you will be writing a lot and you may need additional support. The Writing Center has writing tutorials and writing tutors. So if I scroll down in the Writing Center, you'll be able to access some of the tutors. So this is our Writing Center chair, Dr. Don Kirk-Macon. He oversees the Writing Center. And if you need to submit work to him, he specializes in dissertations, thesis, and DBA papers. Going down the Writing Center, we have Dr. Sally Lozada, and she specializes in dissertations, DBA, and APA formatting if you need help. We also have Daniel Chavez, Dr. Daniel Chavez, and he, again, specializes in various things. And we also have Elizabeth Forson. So you have a few tutors that will help you in any questions you have regarding writing. All right, so let's say that anytime you're experiencing difficulties but you are in the Learn Center, you can also submit a technical support ticket by selecting that link and opening up a new ticket. This is similar to just emailing the help desk at caluniversity.edu.
David,
All right. Yeah, sure.
in what instances will somebody use the math tab that we saw there?
The math lab, sure. Or we can even look at it if you want. Students who need some help in accounting, MBA, you will be taking an accounting class. Even doctoral students, you will be taking a finance course. So you may need support from Dr. Stephen Hess. Dr. Stephen Hess is not only the math tutor, but he's actually the dean of doctoral studies. He is just a genius. In addition to that, some courses, like the MBA course, meaning the second course, you will have a qualitative course where you have to use PSPP, or even in the DBA program. That's the program to analyze data. So he's also a whiz on math. Not just kind of like math, but in just a lot in all aspects, in stats. Maybe you're in the dissertation and you don't need to be able to analyze data. He's there for that. And you can actually request a one-on-one tutoring time, real time with Dr. Hess. Honestly, with Dr. Hess, if any time something you just need support, he can help you with anything. He is just, I think he's the smartest person I've ever in my life. And he's so kind and he's so helpful and he's so full of energy. And yeah, a lot of you will maybe take a class with him. You'll also experience the dissertation with him, but you'll have some type of communication with him, and you'll agree with me once you speak to him. So he's available to support. All right. So with that being said, since we last 10 minutes, we're going to conclude our presentation with our last portion of our orientation here: resources and information, assistance and support. We're going to segue into this. So like I mentioned to you, at any time, if you do need our support, we're here to support you. We want to make sure you're successful. Eddie and myself are your advocates. So, utilize us. We're available via phone, text, email, and Skype. And my information is just here. This is my direct line, my text message, and my office hours. If you just want to check in with me, if you want to reach out to me for support, feel free to call me. Again, I've experienced both the MBA program and the DBA program. If you just want to call me to chat, see how everything is going, maybe see how I dealt with something, feel free to call me. I am more than happy to help. I enjoy what I do. I enjoy helping you all, especially because I'm able to fully understand and can be able to understand what you're talking about, or and have a chat about actual courses. So give me a call. I'm more than happy to help. However, Eddie, if your last name is A through K, Eddie is great. He has years of experience as a veteran in this industry, so he's also more than happy to help.
When you talk about A to K, is this the last name or first name? Yeah.
Great question. Yes, last name.
Okay, thank you.
Absolutely. Great question. All right, so the intelligent partnership. So we're up in our last few slides here. The intelligent partnership, so Pocket Confidant Artificial Intelligence. So we are one of the few universities here in the United States to start using or embracing artificial intelligence as a resource for students. So one of the things that we've seen in with very successful entrepreneurs, business leaders, is that they have a coach, someone that helps them. So what we did is we partner up with a company from South France, and they developed a coaching mechanism, an artificial intelligence. And as students from CIU, you will all receive login credentials to experience an artificial intelligence coaching system. And it's basically like a chatting experience. And you'll be able to talk to and communicate with this coach and help you. And this coach will help you with just bringing out the best in you and think more critically, and just help you in not just your studies, but in your own personal life, in your job, in your family, whatever it may be. We want to be able to provide you with not just, people, but actual also, artificial intelligence. And what better way to introduce this than, being an online school. So keep that in mind. You'll be receiving a few emails after you start your program. All right, so with that being said, again, some closing remarks here. I just want to remind everybody, because I know when I started my MBA and my doctorate program, sometimes I was a little nervous, you're scared and, all these feelings. I want to tell you that you deserve to be here. You were accepted into this program, so we want you to believe in your abilities. I want you to also know that you're not going to be alone, that graduate school can be a very challenging process, but helps to know that you are going to experience many of the same ups and downs as your classmates. Challenges are going to be expected, but you just have to keep going. And just know that it's a process, developing good research skills and understanding the jargon takes time, so be patient. I can guarantee that after a first or a second course, you'll fully immerse into this online course program and you'll completely get it. You'll become a professional. You will get it. And with that being said, thank you very much, all of you, for attending today. I hope that you can take a lot from this. I hope that you feel prepared now. And just know this is going to be a rewarding and worthwhile partnership. We hope that you get the most of the time with us. We look forward to working with you all. And thank you so much. At this time, if you have any additional questions, feel free to ask away.
None from here, David.
Okay, thank you so much. Is that Tim?
I'm typing. Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah. Tim?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. You're good?
My unmute button is just saying it's not unmuting, but apparently it's unmuted. Anyway,
Yeah,
thank
you're good. We can hear you.
Okay, good. I just wanted to say.
Great. Any questions? How are we feeling? Any clarifications? This is the time for you to, let us know. You can also type your questions in the chat box.
At what date will we get our login credentials?
Sure. So you will receive your login credentials as soon as you complete the onboarding. Was this Dustin?
It is. Yep.
Dustin, I think we already went through the onboarding, didn't we?
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah. Then you should have already received your login credentials. However, upon going back to my desk, I'll make sure that we send those over to you.
Okay, cool. And I can certainly check as well.
Okay, perfect. And this will be for all of you. I'll make sure that every single one of you has been enrolled, has the username and password. Great question, Dustin.
I received mine, by the way. This is Tim.
Okay, great, Tim. Glad. Any other questions about the course room, about the expectations, anything?
Looks very straightforward.
What was that, Tim?
Yeah, that was Tim.
Oh, was that a question?
No, it was a compliment. It's very straightforward. Easy.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that, Tim. Thank you. And you can also ask, if you don't want to ask questions in an open forum, you're more than welcome to just email us directly or contact us directly as well. Oh, actually, I did have some questions here. Some of the students asked, if at any time that international students would have to travel to the U.S. for the program. Nope, you don't have to come into the administrative offices at all. Everything's going to be done online. If you're a doctorate student and a lot of students always ask us if they have to come in for oral defense. Even that will be done online. If you'll have a panel, you'll be able to schedule the oral defense online. So everything's going to be done online. at your own time.
Okay, that's great.
Great. I have another question here too. How do you communicate with your program professor, your instructor? We talked about that. We went through the course room under instructor information. You'll be able to retrieve your instructor's information and have access to them directly. You can call them, you can text them. It depends. It's up to them really. A lot of them prefer email, but there's some who like that, conversation over the phone. I do always require and recommend students to call them early in the week if they need any clarifications on the assignment, because that's their area of expertise, so your questions should be addressed to them directly. Let's see here, another question. How many courses are going to be taking in each semester? The way we track the courses here, because you do one course at a time, so after you take 3 courses, that's 1 semester. So 3 courses in 1 semester. Some students ask, can I take more than 1 course? And that answer is yes, you can. For those of you who can balance more than 1 class after you complete your first course, you can definitely expedite your program and you can take 2 courses after your first course. It's really up to you. Okay, well, it is now 3:30. Again, respecting everyone's time, at this point, we're going to be concluding this orientation. Thank you very much for joining us. I wish you tremendous success. I look forward to working with you all. Have a great rest of your day, evening, and night for Amina. And at any time, yeah, you're very welcome. Please do feel free to reach out to us. I'm going to be sending this presentation out to you within 24 to 48 hours. Thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you, David.
Thank you, David.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Have a good one.